guys, welcome. Oh, Jesus, fix it, please. Okay. Hey guys, welcome. Oh, this hair is looking crazy. Why? ¿Por qué? It's all good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Guye and you're watching Guye B TV. So today we are here with a chit chat. Get ready with me. It is currently 11:43 p.m. but I had a lot of coffee. I had a super productive day, so I'm like, you know what? We gotta film. So here we are. I did one eye already because I'm trying different things with my eyes, and I'm kind of liking this. Think it might be a thing for my eye because I have like hooded lids and it's different. But yeah, before we get started, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment what you think about the eye. So I tried to put my hair in a ponytail and I ran out of edge control, which is like a huge portion of it, and I recorded it, so it's like a failed hair tutorial I'm gonna upload sometime this week, either Thursday or Sunday. But the important part is the hair is up. Yeah, I definitely need to go get some more edge control tomorrow, because yeah, so just forgive my hair today. So what are we talking about today? Today we're gonna be talking about, I feel like we always talk about relationships, but it's a part of my channel, so we're just gonna talk. I'm gonna give you guys my latest thoughts on relationships. So what are my latest thoughts? I'm gonna go into my collab makeup palette. This palette actually became my favorite, and I'm using this color here. So it's 2019. I feel like that's obvious. But I've just been like, I'm not gonna necessarily say study relationships, but I've just been paying attention. And I just want to know, do you guys still believe that, like, do you guys believe that love is complicated? Yes or no? And do you believe that, like, the older you get, love gets more complicated or not? Because for me, I really believe it does. I feel like it gets so messy, and a part of it is because people have a lot of their own situations they have to deal with, whether it be like past relationships, not trusting people, just going through shit in life, you know. Like, we're definitely different people than we were when we were teenagers, and like, we weren't afraid to love, we weren't afraid to show affection, we weren't afraid to be like, yeah, this is my person. We weren't afraid to do any of that. And the older we get, now we have problems. We don't trust people. We have our own trust issues with ourselves, or we have trust issues with past relationships. And it's just very interesting to me. Like, I just, like, being younger, I remember people saying, like, or like, even I think, I'm sure I'm guilty of this, like, oh, if he doesn't do this, if he doesn't do that, if he doesn't have that degree, if he doesn't have that car, if he doesn't buy you flowers, if he doesn't do any of this, like, he doesn't really love you, or he's not into you. And the older I get, the more I'm just like, yo, people go through shit. Like, there's no way somebody can have all those. And like, I'm sure there are people who do, or, you know, I'm not gonna say there's no way no one has had it, but like, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like every relationship is different. Everybody has their own situation. Like, you can't judge and be like, I don't know about this, just because it's not the formula, or it doesn't make sense in your mind for you necessarily. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Like, just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean that, like, it's not right. And who's to say, like, what is right for somebody else? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's complicated. But I also feel like another thing that I've really, like, seen lately is, like, commitment issues, which I've talked about before, but I feel like it's only gotten worse. Like, people don't want to commit, and people are scared to commit. And I get that. Trust me, I get it. Because I was once there. But now, I feel like I'm not, like, I don't have commitment issues. Like, if I want to commit, I'm going to commit. If I'm in it, you know what I mean? But it's sad. I miss back in the day when people weren't afraid to be like, that's my man, that's my woman. Now it's kind of like, we're kind of sort of, this kind of sort of like generation sucks. Like big time. And I just hope it changes. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine, I'm just saying, like, people, well, for my case, like, guys are so afraid to be sweet and be kind and just like themselves and tell you like how they feel. It's really complicated. It's so weird. Like, they show in their actions, but then it's just like, why don't you just communicate that in words too? Like, don't just, I don't know how to explain it, but it makes sense to me. So it's like, it's a lot. I don't know. I pray that changes, because I don't know. I feel like as women, like, we deserve everything. We deserve so much, and I believe that, like, so do men. Men deserve, you know, they deserve everything also, but like, women need like an extra layer of pampering. I don't want to say like babysitting, but like, we kind of we enjoy being babied because we want to feel secure. Let me say that, like, another layer of security, not necessarily being baby, because we're not children, but like, we want to feel secure. So it may just take a little extra assurance, you know. And I think some people think it's just too much, like, oh, that's just too much work. But honestly, like, it makes the difference. And like I said, we're all adults. I feel so short, but I'm not at the same time. I don't know, whatever. We're all adults, and we've all been through shit. And at the same time, like, we deserve a safe place. And I think that goes for both sexes, like guy and girl. Like, we deserve a safe place. Somewhere where you know you feel safe, you know that person has your back, you know you have their back. Just like that simple. Not complicated, not like no walls up. And I know that's like the hardest thing, because that person could hurt you, and that person could blow that shit for you, to be honest. I'm gonna let this dry. But you have to be willing to take chances, because like, how else, like, okay, our generation is like this. They always talk about wanting the perfect woman, the perfect man, and they want to do all these things with them. But like, first of all, no one's perfect. Second of all, you're not all those things 90% of the time. And the third thing is, like, even if you find that perfect man or woman, like, you're gonna go through some shit. You're gonna have to work together. And I feel like people don't want to do the work part, because they feel like it should just come so easy, and that person should just like go along with whatever shenanigans they may have. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. Like, it gets hard, and people are so afraid of that part where it gets hard, because they want to run away and come back when it's like good again. And it doesn't work like that. Like, I'm not saying like every relationship is gonna is just shit, but I'm just saying, like, you're gonna have to work with your partner. You're gonna have to like be patient. You're gonna have to give grace, and I'm sure they're gonna have to give you grace at one point. But like, I don't know, I think it's just patience. Like, it's a lot of patience and a lot of like learning about yourself as well, because heck, we all come with baggage. Just kind of like, what are you willing to take on, and what are you not, you know? Wow, who am I don't even know. It feels so weird that I'm even saying these things, to be honest. But that's just how I feel. And I just think we will never find the perfect partner, but you'll find the partner that is worth going on this journey with. Like, even as single people, like, we go through journeys of like finding ourselves, dealing with our childhood traumas, dealing with our adult traumas, you know what I mean? Like, we deal with that. So what? Now imagine adding another person to that. Like, you're bound to go through something. What is happening here? I don't know. My camera is doing something and I don't like it, but whatever, we'll figure it out later. So as I was saying, there's no way, like, it's a lot, but I don't know, I'm still learning, I'm growing, I'm learning, and I'm taking it one day at a time, and that's it. Like, I'm not gonna know it right away. Like, there's trial and error and everything, and that's a part of life. That's a huge part of life. Sorry, I just got really concentrated on my primer. I don't know why. It's funny because I'm doing my makeup and I like have nowhere to go, but it's cool. It's too late anyways to be going anywhere. Shoot. I am gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. I love this foundation. Yeah, I don't know. Like, those are just my thoughts. Like, what do y'all think? I think, like, no one's gonna be perfect. Like, I'm not perfect at all, so I can't expect my partner to fill those voids of those parts that, like, I feel like I'm not perfect at. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna hold any expectations as far as, like, somebody needing to, you have to be this way and that way, and, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I used to be that person, because I'm like, honestly, you grow up kind of like not even having your own ideas of like what you want in a partner. It's kind of like, you know, adults will be like, oh, you gotta make sure he's, and don't get me wrong, these things are all good. You have to make sure he's responsible, you gotta make sure he has a degree, you gotta make sure he has these things, blah, 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 A through Z. But then it's kind of like, those were never really your own thoughts. Like, you're kind of told these things growing up, so that's what you look for. And if, like, anybody you meet in life or you date or whatever doesn't fit in that picture, like, you automatically you're like, no, this isn't it. And I've been so guilty of that, where, like, if he didn't fit the box that, like, my dad told me about, you know, like, has to have a degree, has to have this, have that, and, like, if he didn't, I automatically, like, shut that shit down. And, like, you never know, like, people, some of the most rich people weren't the greatest, like, didn't have degrees, didn't have this and that, but, like, they made it, you know what I mean? Like, they had a plan, they made it through, and, like, I don't know, I just think so differently now about, like, who my partner would be in life, and, like, what he has to have. And honestly, I think he just has to have, like, a good heart, a loving heart. He obviously has to have a plan, you know, but, like, all the other stuff, like, it'll come in time. Like, people grow, people evolve, we're always evolving, and I feel that people can grow, and if you give them the space and you give them the environment to just learn to like love on themselves, it's possible. Anything is possible. And I myself even had to have that, where someone had to just give me the room to grow, give me the room to make mistakes, give me the room to fuck up, per se. And you know, they tell you when you're not doing the right thing and when you are, and I've grown from that. Like, when you give somebody space to grow and flourish, it will happen. But you have to actually give them that and love them through the bullshit. Whether it's a friend or like a different kind of relationship, you know? Like, I have had friends who gave me the space to grow, and I've had friends who didn't, and it makes a difference. Because the ones who allowed me to... I can't do that. I need a little bit of shine. The ones who allowed me to grow are the ones that I cherish the most now. Because I'm just like, thank you for allowing me to grow. Thank you for letting me learn. It's kind of like your parents. Thank you for letting me just learn on my own without you having to punish me for not knowing any better, you know? I don't know how to explain that, but that's how I feel about that situation. Like, and even as friends, like, allow your friends to grow, allow your friends space to make mistakes, and granted, like, correct them when they're wrong, but don't shun them. Don't make them feel like they're less than you. Don't shove your ideas down their throats. I mean, always be like, yo, you know, maybe this isn't a good idea. I always give my friends options. I'm like, if they tell me an idea that I may not agree with, like, you know, like, I understand where you're coming from. I really do. I wouldn't do it, but if you feel like that's what you want to do, do it. If you feel like that's what you need at this moment, do it. I'm not going to stop you. And I give that grace to everybody in my life. Because I'm like, obviously, if you thought of whatever it is that you're thinking about, you felt like that's what you needed to do. And that's okay. Like, I'll never hold that. Sorry, if you see me looking here, I'm checking to make sure my camera hasn't stopped. Because it stops recording at 30 minutes. I don't know why. I wish that could change, but it doesn't. So yeah, I extend that grace to everyone, and I'm like, if you feel like that's what you need to do right now, by all means do it. But like, I don't agree with it, but like I said, if you feel like it and you're not convicted and your conscience is not like out of whack, then baby, boy, girl, do what you gotta do. Just as long as you're willing to like take the consequences that come with the actions, you know? Like, I'm very big on that. Like, if you can handle the consequence, by all means, do what you gotta do. Because we're all adults here. Nobody needs to be babysitting anybody. No one at all. You see how much of a difference that makes? This is my Laura Mercier powder, by the way, if you guys are wondering. And then this is like without. But yeah, so that's just how I feel. I don't know. What do you guys think? Single people, people in relationships, people in between, because it's real out here for people who are in between, to be honest. I just don't like the uncertainty thing. Like, why can't you just be sure you want to be with that person? Like, putting people through ups and downs and shit. Like, I mean, like I said, relationships aren't perfect, and they're gonna have their own time and how things work. But It's a crazy world. Yeah, but I've just been blabbering and blabbering, but I don't know. My thoughts are just different now. We'll see. We'll see how I feel in a few weeks. Ooh, my back hurts so bad. Like, that's how you know you're getting old. I don't know. What else? What do y'all think? Do you guys believe? I literally like know what I'm looking for, but for some reason I can't find it. I'm trying to find this dark concealer so I can like contour my nose properly, but that doesn't look good. It's gonna happen, so we're just gonna have to do it the old way. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite looks. The eyes especially. Ooh, let me put my Thrive Cosmetics lash extension mascara because I'm not putting on lashes. Literally, it looks so good. PS, I stole how to do this look. Not even just like the shape of it or whatever from one of my friend's sister who does YouTube. On YouTube, her name is Love Vinny, and Jamila hooked me up. Now I know how I like my eyes. Like, this is how I should have been done my eyes, but like, thanks girl. I like it so much. My hair is unfortunately throwing up gang signs. Salt and is here. I don't know, let me know your guys' thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, just whatever. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And I'm also close to 2K, you guys. I'm literally like 30 subscribers away. So if you like me, subscribe and join the family. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye.